that still believe that the fucking chemtrails are just jet stream vapor trails. Look at this shit. Right as we come out, clear blue sky, and look, man. Look at this shit, deliberate fucking chemtrails. And oh no, oh what's this? Oh, that just disappears right there on a turnaround banking and goes straight over here. Look at this shit. Right, this is typical fucking chemtrail patterns for us here. See those wispy clouds here next to them? That's what happens, mate. You can see over in the distance, over there, lower on the horizon, you can see the end of basically what's left of one that's dissipating. And these wispy clouds are basically what forms after these cunts dissipate. So they're really giving us a hammering today, in clear blue sky too. I haven't seen this for a while. Hey? Then it just suddenly ends there, as though it's banking around and shuts off, right? So now, because they've got the smallest excuse for domestic flights, yeah, we suddenly have all this. I didn't realise, look, you can see two clearly. 1, 2 clear lines there, and then this one, and then those two, the ones over there that are dissipating, right? Over here, that wispy cloud that's formed as a result of this shit. Right, if I stay out here long enough and keep filming, you will probably see some more come over. Right. I didn't realise there was suddenly so many domestic flights out and about. Yeah. And the thing is, man, that the chemtrails, the fucking vapor trails don't hang around like this, and they certainly don't spread out and form these cloud patterns. You can already see the clouds forming around, the wispy clouds forming around the outside of the fucking chemtrail there, as it's starting to dissipate, as it's starting to spread out and do its thing. Right. I've never seen vapor trails spread into clouds before. That's deliberate cloud seeding, mate. What they call cloud seeding is a nice way of saying it. But it's chem spraying, and it's the truth of what's fucking our atmosphere and causing the greenhouse effect, because they do this not even just to create rain, they do this just to create a blanket cover of cloud to reduce some of the UV and to create a localised greenhouse effect for the benefit of the Chinese fucking corporations and conglomerates that have got fucking farming interests in this area, and also have got a massive wind farm complex just down the road at Copperbella under development. So the Chinese have got a lot of interest in this area, and I believe that this is all actually part of that, a contract with China to provide a certain level of geoengineering. You like that? And that's what they'd be calling it, man, geoengineering. It's basically controlling the Earth's weather, attempting to control the Earth's weather. And this is what's fucking our atmospheres, man. Every day we see this here. And not only this, it's not only for the Chinese benefit, but there's a testing station just near Burra that's actually monitoring all of this shit, a CSIRO testing station that's only just recently set up out there. And since then, this sort of activity has ramped up in this area. Probably, 20-fold at least. So, I mean, during the fires, it was that horrendous. They were spraying that much shit with cross-hatching patterns even. They were creating localised low pressures and creating fucking windstorms that were fanning the fires down the coast and making them even worse, because this area became like the edge of a low pressure system. And it was sucking in air and wind from everywhere around it, within 200 or 300 kilometres. And they were doing that right in the middle of the worst of the fucking fires. While we were watching the fires raging down toward Kara, we were then watching in our skies insane fucking cross-hatching patterns and experiencing insane fucking windstorms as a result of it. Like, it takes 3 days to a week from what I've seen, and they didn't just do it once. It was like a series of tests that they run to see how long it would take, and it takes about 3 days a week of intensive bombardment to start to create the low pressure system, localised low pressure cell in the atmosphere that will actually draw fucking wind in from around it. Look how it's spreading. Look how these clouds are forming now in the wake of this shit. Look at this shit over here now. That's that same vapour trail. Look how these clouds are coming across and spreading out. Right. That's deliberate, brother. That's as fucking obvious as you can get. Like, I can get you, I got worse footage than this. This is a fucking nice day, basically. But we haven't seen this. I'm taking this now to record how brazen they are again, because there's been, you know, some domestic flights going on. So now they can think they can get away with just fucking doing this shit in the broad daylight. Because up until now, I've only ever seen it at dusk, or they've been doing it at night, and you see the effect is in the morning when you wake up. But fuck, look at this shit.